Let us go. Hello. Hey, everybody. What is up? What is up? Please say hello in the chat. Say hello. Say hi. Good afternoon. It is a hazy day here in Kambukt, Cambodia, and we are going to learn Cigarettes and Coffee by Otis Redding. So we are like kicking off, we're kicking off Valentine's-ish month. Lots of cheesy love songs. This was a song arrangement that I made as like the final one for January for patrons, and I want to teach it to everybody. These are strong words, but this might be my favorite Otis Redding song. I love this song. I'm just really digging it lately, so I really wanted to make an arrangement for it. And it's a bit of like a master class in melodrama, like in soul melodrama, the chord progressions that we use in this. And I'm going to pop big time echo on the left channel. Thank you for letting me know that. Why it's on the left, though, I don't know. Let me just turn down some of the reverb on the left channel. I wonder why it's only on the left. It's strange. Because I don't have anything panned over. Wait, let me turn this down. I don't have anything panned over one way or the other. But let me check here on GarageBand. I might just have a little bit too much reverb going on, period. Yeah. So I'm going to pop some... I'll pop like the chord structures on the screen for the different parts of the song. There's 3 verses. Verse 1 and verse 3 are the same. Verse 2 is a little bit different, and then there's a bridge. And I'll go over some strum patterns that you can use, and I'll show you the chord shapes and stuff. And I'm also going to put up a picture of a picture with lyrics for like an example of the lyrics for each part. Reverb. Master. Is there like really high master reverb on? No. I mean, it just may be too much reverb. Like a 1 second delay. Okay. Yeah, please kind of like double check, because sometimes it is your own stuff, because I have a monitor on. These are my headphones, and everything sounds fine and normal to me. Like everything's been just normal settings over here, but sometimes it's weird. Hey, a lot of people haven't seen before. Hi, Lolo. JC Toad, what's up? Hi, Patrick. Okay, so let me put up first the chord shapes, because there's like a couple of weird chords. I make it big. I do have a ukulele. I'm going to get it out. I'm going to make them really big. Here you go. Here you go. But yeah, thank you do let me know. Do let me know when stuff sounds weird. Just in case it is for everybody and it's my fault. This is not on. Okay, in this song we have G. That's nothing weird. G6. G6 is the same shape as E minor 7. Okay, and then we're getting into weird stuff. G augmented. If you ever see anything that's G plus, if you ever see anything with a plus sign, it might also be notated as augmented with an AUG. So this is G plus, G augmented. The G string fret here, they have it fretted on 4. You don't have to do that. And it's just going to be so much easier in your life. For this one and the E minor, these shapes in my chord font, they fret the G string, but you don't have to. You can leave it open. So this G plus shape is the A string of the 2nd fret, and then the middle 2 strings of the 3rd fret. And we change, during the song, we change back and forth from these, and it's really like a squish. It's really like an awkward kind of change. So I'm going to show you when we get to that part, like different ways that you can put your fingers, different ways you can put your fingers for making those changes, because it's kind of a squish. And then there's G7, C, B minor 7, that's the second fret, A minor, A, D. We've got one diminished chord. It's C sharp diminished 7. It's the easy shape of a diminished chord, fortunately, and then E minor. And I think actually somewhere I put B minor in this, because in this song, B minor 7 and B minor are kind of interchangeable. If you want to play B minor instead of B minor 7, you're going to bar the second fret, the bottom 3 strings, and then add the G, the 4th fret, the G string, B minor. I noticed, like, in my notation, I may have meant to go back and make it B minor 7, but there's a B minor in here. So when that comes up, you can either play B minor 7 or B minor. Okay, so let's look at, I'm going to make these smaller now, but I'll leave them here for reference. I'm just going to, like, do this. And then I'm going to put up the chords for verse 1. So the verses 1 and 3 are the same. Verse 2 is much like verse 1 and 3, but the ending is just a little bit different because it's setting you up for the bridge. So verse 1 and 3. Who just said hello? Tracy, hi. And y'all please hit the like button. Thank you. Before I get into the chords, this song is in 6/8, and it's a divided beat 6/8. So instead of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, we need to count 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and for the strum patterns that we're going to use. For right now, we're just going to strum down. We're going to strum down on every 3. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If you just want to strum down for this song, it's fine. There's so much happening in the melody and the lyrics and the storytelling of the song. Like, it's a very, like, vocal focused song, right? So if you just strum down for the song, it's totally fine. But I'll get into, like, some other more complicated strum patterns that you can use later, and for those you need to be thinking about that divided beat rhythm, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and let's see. Okay, so here's this change between the G and the augmented G and the G6. And there's a number of ways you can squish your fingers around for this. One is using just a regular G shape. And then you're going to use regular G shape. And then you're going to use your pinky to play the augmented chord. So you just hold the G shape. This is like one of the hardest stretches. This is not the way that I like to do it, but I'm showing it to you just in case. If you put your pinky down on the C string of the 3rd fret, and you got to kind of squish it in there, then you have the augmented shape. G, G augmented. And then it makes the G6 easy to play if you're in this squished situation, because you just release those fingers and you've got the G6, like an E minor 7 shape. You got the G6. So this way of doing it is really difficult to squish these 2 fingers together on the 3rd fret, but it's easier to play this one. The other option is to play this G as sort of a bar chord. So you're barring the bottom 3 strings. It's like playing a G major 7. And then you add your middle finger on the 3rd fret, the E string, to make the G. So now you've got your ring finger free, to play the C string on the 3rd fret for the augmented chord, for the G+. It's also a squish, but because your ring finger is longer, it can get like up above the middle finger to play that string. Like it's easier to get it higher up than it is the pinky finger. And then you've got to move for the G6. You've got to move your fingers out of the way, and you've got to put your middle finger down here. So it will be bar shape G. G augmented. G6. The third option, actually there's 3. The third option is to move your fingers around a lot more. And you're just playing the G+, the G augmented, with 3 fingers. So I think this is what I end up doing, but it's a lot more moving around of fingers. Like muscle memory kind of stuff, instead of using a trick like a bar chord or like the G shape. So that would be a regular G shape. Moving a bunch of fingers. So you've got pointer finger on the 2nd fret, the A string. And then you put your middle 2 fingers here to play the G+. And then you got to pick them all up and move them again to play the G6. So it's up to you. I like to use the 3rd one, moving all the fingers around, because your fingers don't have to squish as much for those strings on the 3rd fret and the G augmented. So there's less possibility of like the chord sounding muddled. But you got to move your fingers a lot more. So G, G+, G6, G+. Then what's happening? Okay, so we're playing G. If we're just doing the down strum, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're playing G for 2 down strums, G+ for 2, G6 for 2, and G+ for 2. Down strum, down strum, down strum, down strum. We do that almost 2 times. We do that for this one line. The second line is almost the same, but instead of G+ at the end, we're playing G7. Then we're going to play C for 2 down strums, B minor 7, boom, boom, A minor, boom, boom, G, boom, boom. Now we've got A for 2 bars, so that's 4, boom, 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 boom. A minor for 2, boom, boom. And D for 2, boom, boom. And that is verse 1 and verse 3. So I will play just with down strums through these chords, and you can follow along with me if you want. And then I'll put the lyric thing up, and we can try it with the lyrics. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, let me slow down. Let me slow down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Because actually it's like this slow anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. G. G+. G6. G+. G. G+. G6. Oh, cigarettes and coffee. G7. C. B minor 7. A minor. G. Wow, wow, wow. A. Stay on the A. A minor. D. So, when I said earlier this is like a masterclass in soul melodrama, all of this stuff happening with all these different G shapes, it just gives it this like really intense, like it's a slow song, but it's a bit intense, honestly, let's be honest. It's a very sexy song. But this like moving around, especially with the augmented chords have like kind of an off, like kind of almost creepy quality. And it's like he's so intense about this stuff and moving around all these different G shapes, especially with the augmented one. This is the masterclass in melodrama stuff. If you want something to sound melodramatic when you're writing it, add augmented chords. The same thing here with the A and the A minor. This happens a lot like doo-wop, Motown, old soul stuff, where they use the major version of a chord in a song, and then right after it, the minor version. This itself is also creating this kind of melodramatic sound. It makes it sound very much like it's from the time that it's from, the 60s. So let me put up the lyrics. Okay, these are the verse 1 lyrics. You put it on top of this. But I want to put it somewhere that you can see. Let me put this over here, just for reference. Make it a little bit smaller. It's kind of enormous. And I put the lyrics up here, so you can still see my hand. This is just going to stay down here as like reference the whole time too. So, and let's not forget, for songs like this, soul ballads, R&B ballads of any sort, but especially in soul and R&B music, it's very freestyle, the phrasing of lyrics and melody. So I tried to follow as much as possible Otis Redding's version, but it's going to be really different for any singer, where you place the lyrics and the chords. You just have to keep steady with the chord rhythm. For the intro for this song, we're using just that first line of the verse. These verse 1, the first line chords. It's these chords. I can't remember. Wait, it's on the song sheet. It's only one time. Okay, it's one time before he starts singing. So just strumming down. 1, 2, 3. We're going to follow that first line. G, G plus, G6, G plus, and we start singing. It's early in the morning, about 2:45. I'm sitting here talking with my baby over cigarettes and coffee now, and to tell you that, darling, I've been so satisfied. Honey, since I met you, baby, since I met you, oh. And then we're ready for verse 2. So this is just to give you an example of like the chords with the lyrics. These are the chords for verse 1 and 3. I'm going to take this stuff off the screen. Ding, ding. And we're going to, actually I'll leave this one up because I want us to compare it to verse 1. So here's the verse 2 chords. Dee, 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 dee. Let's see what's the same, yeah? For verse 2, we've got the same as verse 1. The first line is the same. The second line is the same. The third line is the same. This B minor and this B minor 7, that's kind of my mistake, but it's a happy accident because you can use either one. You can choose the B minor, the B minor 7. I think I meant to go back and change this one in verse 2 to B minor 7, but I'm glad that they're different because you can choose the one you want, to be honest. Let's see. So then the last line is different. We've got A for 2 down downs, D, boom, boom, G, boom, boom, G7, boom, boom. And that G7 is going to lead us into the bridge. So just the verse chords I'll play through, and then I'll put the lyrics up with verse 2. Yeah. I do have another strum thing, but I'll get to that in a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. G. G plus. It's extra. G6. G plus. A G. It's like we're getting another practice of verse 1, right? G7. C. B minor. A minor. G. A. D. G. G7. And it leads into the bridge. Okay, with the lyrics. So now I'm going to turn off verse 1. Bye. And we'll move this little one over here. Here you go. Just for reference. And here's some lyrics of verse 2. I know it's on my face, but I'd rather like you be able to see my hand than all of my face. Okay, let me see. The end of this verse always trips me up, the last line, with the singing part. But let's see. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, G. All the places that I've been around, and all the good-looking girls that I met, they just don't seem to fit in. Knowing it's particularly sad, but it seems so natural, darling, that you and I are here, just talking over cigarettes and drinking coffee. Oh, bridge time. Y'all, if you have any questions, don't be afraid to let me know. I'm going to turn off these lyrics and these chords so we can look at the bridge, because the bridge is totally different. And make them like really big. Okay. So we can remember this scary looking chord, C sharp diminished 7, is the first fret, the C, and the A string. That's all you need. So we've got kind of the same thing for the first 3 lines. We're going to play C, boom, boom, C sharp diminished 7, boom, boom, G, boom, boom, G7, boom, boom. We do that line 2 times. The 3rd time around, we're going to change the end of it. Instead of G7 on the N, we're playing E minor. And then this is actually the same, isn't it? Yeah. This last line of the bridge is the same as the last line of verse 1 and 3. It's not like, I don't expect you to remember it. I just like to point out where there's parallels during songs, because it's like easier to wrap your head around a little bit, I think. So we've got A for 4, boom, 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 boom. A minor, boom, boom, and D, boom, boom. And then we're back to the verse. So the bridge comes after verse 2 and before verse 3 in the song. The nice thing about this song is that it's really straightforward. Like I mentioned before, the intro line is just the first line of the first verse one time. We play verse 1. There's nothing in between. There's no interludes or anything. Verse 1 goes directly to verse 2, directly to the bridge, directly to verse 3. And then there's an outro, and I'll talk about that later. Like a really easy outro. It's nothing crazy. It's stuff that we already know about. So the bridge chords, let's play the bridge chords with the down, down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. C. C sharp thingy. G. G7. C. C sharp thingy. Notice you just slide those fingers up for the G. I should have pointed that out before. C, the 3rd line. G, E minor, A, 4, 5, 6, 6, A minor, 4, 5, 6, D, 4, 5, 6, and on to verse 3. With the lyrics. I'm going to do my little musical chairs thing here again. Musical boxes. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And oh, my heart cries out, love at last, I've found you now. Honey, oops, I played the wrong chord. My bad. On the second line with the C. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And honey, won't you let me just build my whole life around you? And how complete my whole life would be, yeah. If you would just take things under consideration, walk down this aisle with me and I would love it, yeah. And then we're on to verse 3 with the G. Like we've been over before. It was the first thing we went over. It's just different lyrics. And now I'm trying to think. I'm like, did I do enough down strums for this if you would take things into consideration part? I'm not sure that I did. I think I only did 2. Let me see. I'm going to do line 3 to the end of this little bridge again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Whoa, how complete my whole life would be, yeah. If you would just take things under consideration, walk down this aisle with me, and I would love it. Let's see. Yeah. Cool. Okay. So I want to show you, I want to tell you about the outro. So for the outro, after we do verse 3, much like verse 1, since I met you, darling. Wait a second. Let me put these verse chords back up. Because this is what we need. Come here, little verse chords. I'm going to turn off these other things. Whoops, wrong one. This is a little bit confusing. Okay, that's good. Yeah. So for the outro, this song kind of goes on and on and on at the end, and he's doing all these ad-lib lyrics after verse 3. So at the end of verse 3, we're playing this line, right? Since I met you, darling, honey, since I met you, baby. And now we're going to hit the outro. And the outro is just this first line of the verse repeated. Repeated and repeated and repeated forever. And then the song fades out. I'll sing a little bit of it. Let me see. From the last line of the verse. And then I'm going to go back up here and just repeat this. And then you can end on G. Yeah, it's the best resolution. You can end on the G chord. So for the outro, you're just like repeating whatever you want, doing all kinds of vocal ad-libs about lattes and cappuccinos and stuff, and then end on the G. So I'm going from this last line back up to here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Since I met you, darling, honey, since I met you, baby, G. I would love to have another drink of a coffee now. And please, darling, help me smoke this one more cigarette now. We're just playing that over and over. G, G plus, G6, G plus. Ooh, can I get a soy milk latte 3 shots of caramel. Can I get it to go now? Oh, but it's 3 in the morning. I don't think the Starbucks is open right now. Just going all the way through all of these chords over and over again. And then we're going to end on the G. Yeah. Ta-da! Okay, strums. Strums, 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 strums. But what's the strum pattern, you say? Yes, it's coming. Honestly, really the most accurate strum for this song is just strumming down, because in the original production, all of the instrumentation that's making noise, they're just like droning. They're just droning these chords out. But if you want to add a little more rhythm to it, because we don't have a drummer, here's what I've got for you. 1 and 2, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and we'll just keep using this because it's good to practice this weird thing. And I'm gonna turn these off. Ta-da! Ta-da! So this first one is, and they're all kind of like little variations of each other. This first one goes like this: 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6. Down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Is on a corner after 3. G6. G plus. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, G plus, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. I forgot where I was in the pattern. G, G plus, G6, G plus. And this is just kind of demonstration. I wouldn't expect you, if this is like brand new information, I wouldn't expect you to just like automatically follow along with this as I'm playing it. It's more of like a demo, and then this playback will be up. And if you want to see it later, you can see it later. You can practice it. You can get a screenshot of these patterns, whatever. Like, do what works for you. The second one, it's the same. Look at how it's the same, except on the beat of 4, we have a chunk. Because to be honest, if you play this first one like nonstop, it's sort of relentless. It's nice to have a little break in the action, and it makes it sound a little more, it adds to the melodrama a bit. So this is the same thing, but we're going to chunk on the 4th beat instead of doing a down strum, and it will give it a nice stop. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and down, up, down, up. Wait, I have to think about what I'm doing now. Okay, now I've got it. Except I'm playing the wrong chords. Down, up, chunk. Up, down, up, down, 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 chunk. Down, up, down, up, chunk. So it's adding this nice rhythmic chunk. And the last one, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. So we're adding to the first one, we're adding an up after the first beat and the 4th beat. So it's just like a little bit like meteor, more meaty, not meteor like falls from the sky. It's more of like a meteor strum pattern. It's got more going on. Down, up, 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 Up, down, up, down, up, up, down, up, down, up. Down, up, 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 I'm finally getting my muscle memory going really well again with these little line of chords, this home bass, this home bass of chords for this song. So yeah, practice is key, even after 12 years of playing. That said, this first line, I would say are the home bass chords for this song. If you get lost, if you forget what you're doing, if you can't remember a lyric, or you just want to have a jam or something, that's a good place to go. That's why it's the outro, because it's the home base of the song. Okay, so I'm going to play the whole thing. And I'm going to turn on like all of the chords and arrange them nicely here for you. If you are, I don't think I put this one on Gumroad yet. This is the PDF arrangement for this song is available on Patreon. If you join on Patreon, it is a January song sheet. I might as well pop it on the February one because it's a February live stream. Yeah, I'll go pop it on the February song sheets too. Yeah, if you would like to support the channel and get a bunch of exclusive content every month, loads and loads of songs, you can check out what's available on Patreon. There's different stuff for monthly and annual members. And on that note, I want to say thank you to VIP patrons for co-producing these live streams and videos with me, keeping the uke revolution alive, and paying for all the cigarettes and coffee. I don't smoke cigarettes. It was just a pun intended or whatever. Yeah, many thanks to all patrons for your ongoing support. This month on Patreon, we got a bunch of cheesy love songs coming. This is just the beginning. Cigarettes and coffee. I just turned off the wrong thing. This one. Okay. Yeah, this week, I'll just let you know what's coming up before I play the whole song and then get out of here. The weekly lesson this week is Hello from Lionel Richie, a song voted in by patrons. On Saturday, there's going to be a live stream lesson for Every Little Thing She Does Is Magic, another song voted in by patrons. If you're a patron, you get to help pick this content. So there's like some really awesome, iconic, cheesy love songs coming this month, and you can learn them all, and you can get the PDF arrangements for all of them. I'm trying to remember what else is coming. Yeah. Oh, Faithfully, Journey. That was the third one voted in by patrons. We're going to have a Sade live stream later this month, and there's a cheap strum tricks lesson coming next week, too. I just recorded today. Lots of stuff coming. Okay, I'm going to play this song. And I think I covered everything on this little song sheet. Okay, here we go. I might do a strum pattern, but I just find it easier to do this song, do all the singing for it, just strumming down. G, G plus, G6, G plus. It's early in the morning, about 2:45, and here I am doing a strum pattern. I'm sitting here strumming with my baby over cigarettes and coffee now. And to tell you that, darling, I've been so satisfied. Honey, since I met you, since I met you, ho. Sounds like I just called her a hoe. Okay, verse 2. All the places that I've been around, and all the good-looking boys that I met, they just don't seem to fit in. Knowing it's particularly sad, yeah, but it seems so natural, darling, that you and I are here, hey, just talking over cigarettes and drinking coffee. G7. I tried to turn my page. You're going to the bridge. And oh, my heart cries out, love at last, I found you now. And honey, won't you let me just build my whole life around you? How complete my whole world would be, yeah, if you would just take things under consideration. Walk down this aisle with me, and I would love it. Verse 3. People, I say it's so early in the morning. It's 2:45. We're sitting here and talking over cigarettes and coffee now. And I'd like to show you, well, I've known nothing but good old joy since I met you, darling. Since I met you, baby. Now we're just gonna finish it up with that first line of verse 1. G6, G plus. I don't want no cream and sugar, 'cause I got you now, darling. I know it's late, but I'd like to have another drink of coffee now. And please, darling, help me smoke this one more cigarette now. We're about to end it on a G. Yeah. Cha cha cha. Cigarettes and coffee. Yay, I love this song. Such a vibe. That's it. That's it, people. That's it, my peoples, my strong people. Don't forget to hit like before you leave the live stream. Please click like. And I will bid you adieu, and I will say thank you for tuning in. Thank you for tuning in and listening or strumming along or singing along or whatever. I hope that you got some kind of takeaway from this lesson. And I will, oh, I'm so glad. Thank you, JC Chord said. You made that easy. Yes. Yes, yes. It's often that things that seem complicated or sound hard, we just need to like take a look closely at them and kind of go, look at all the trees so we can understand the forest or something like that. I will see y'all on Saturday/Friday, depending on where you are, with another lesson. Peace out, happy strumming, and see you next time. Bye.